Good morning, everyone. Starting off with assignment 7. One of the cornerstones of randomized control trial is randomization. I told you this. Extremely important. Randomized clinical trials, experimental. Following a true in a clinical trial, all of the sample size, yes, approval, yes, agreement, yes. A pharmacologically inactive agent that investigators administer in the control group, placebo, yeah, control. Key methodological components of a randomized control trial are all of the above, yeah, use of a control and yeah. Double blinding involves participants as well as investigators, both of them. Triple blinding, even the statistician doesn't know. That is the best test, but that is the most difficult. Single blindness, participant doesn't know. Double blindness, participant and investigator don't know. Then the purpose of double blinding, obviously, avoid observer and participant bias. Correct. Because the person who is observing, like when I did my thesis, when I did my MD, I was the observer. I was the principal investigator of that research study. So principal investigator is the observer and participant is a study subject. So avoiding observer and participant bias. Purpose of randomization, extremely important. Achieve balance in baseline characteristics. That is why we randomize. Meaning generally there are different methods of randomization, block randomization, then there is stratified randomization, then there is computer generated random number tables. Achieve balance in baseline characteristics. Which phase of is referred to as post marketing? Yeah, phase 4. Long term adverse effects in efficacy, phase 2. Correct. Yeah, the following is incorrect in case of a clinical trial. All clinical trials must be blinded. Yeah, this is false because I did an open label study. I didn't do blinding when I did a clinical trial in Era Medical College. I did an open label study. The subjects were fully aware of the medicine they were taking. So this is not important. And everything else is extremely important. Then which are the following ensure safety of the clinical trial participants? Yeah, all of them. Correct. All of the following correctly describable except loss to follow up does not affect. Yes, it does. It definitely does. Yeah, this is correct. Advantages. Yeah, you can analyze confounders also. Yes. Mhm. Appropriate implement. Yeah, which of the following can be considered as a double blinding? Prevent bias that arises of researchers being able to influence. Yeah, like if we are like if I am a researcher, I am a principal investigator, then I can influence. I would never influence obviously any study subject. Why should I influence them? But researchers can influence the data, so that is why we do double blinding. Yeah, because we have the knowledge of allocated groups, right? But I did a very ethical, clean, honest study. Biased outcome ascertainment results from participants reporting symptoms or outcomes differently. Yeah. Biased outcome, but the only thing that I didn't do was computer generated random number tables. Randomization was not possible because all of you know that getting subjects in a clinical trial and then following up is really difficult. Yeah, very difficult. Participants reporting symptoms or outcomes differently. Biased outcome ascertainment. Yeah. This when you use standardized technique, then there will be no problem. Yeah. Then main purpose of randomization to get groups with comparable baseline character. This is the main purpose of randomization. Yes. Yeah, you can eliminate one of co-intervention with blinding. Correct. Co-intervention. Like you give two interventions. Like I gave two medicines. My study was basically on agomelatine and escitalopram in patients with type 2 diabetes mellitus and depression. I have an international journal published article also regarding the same. Then which of the following is not true in case of a clinical trial? Clinical trials are usually free from selection bias. This is not true actually. Sometimes there occurs selection bias. Yeah, yeah. The following trial assesses the effectiveness of a new vaccine. Yeah, phase 3, correct. Phase 2 trial also can, but we here just please mark the word effectiveness. Effectiveness is a term exclusively restricted to the phase 3 trial. I told you, can I swim? Remember, can I swim? SWIM. Please tell me in the comment section what does SWIM stand for. I've told you. Okay, I'll only tell then. S is can I swim? Safety, phase 1. Does it work? Phase 2. 3, I'll not tell you. 4 is market. Okay. There was a film also by the name Market, Hindi film, yeah. Which of the following is not true about randomized controlled trial? Mm, not true. This is true. Dropout should be excluded from the analysis. Yeah, this is not true. We can do an intention to treat analysis, or we can include them also. By doing an intention to treat analysis, when we say ITT, intention to treat, we include the dropouts as well. Yes, true. Allocation concealment. Not a feature of randomized control. Yeah, simple random sampling. No. Randomization is done, not simple random sampling. Allocation, concealment, blinding, everything is done. Lucknow, my place, from which I have my birthplace. I'll call it Lucknow. Wow. Conducted a study to assess the efficacy of a new efficacy. For prevention, prevention is prophylaxis, so prophylactic RCT. In which type of population is a phase 1 vaccine trial conducted? Healthy volunteers. Absolutely correct. Phase 1 is for healthy people. We just check the safety. Randomization versus participant equals being assigned. Yes, true. The following is not an entry of randomized. Entails minimal ethical issue. Yeah, this is not. I had to submit my proposal in the Institution Ethics Committee. Also, had to register my clinical trial in the CTRA, that is the Clinical Trial Registry of India. Post-marketing surveillance, yeah, phase 4. Randomized control, retrospective in nature. No, false. They are true. They are prospective. That is in the present. They are P for present, P for prospective. Retro gear में चले गए. You go in the retro gear, you play a song. Went to means going backward. In a clinical orthopedic department, about the environment. Yeah, this is open label. I did an open label RCT, so I can relate to this. Yeah, everyone is aware. That is why it is open label. Blinding in a randomized control trial. Ascertainment bias. Yes, blinding it is ascertainment bias. Okay, bye.